Then, now, forever, together.
Welcome back to Tuesday Night NXT and welcome to Orlando, Florida, where we are ready to jump into our first match of the night. We have a man, Coulter James, representing Dark State. He has been on the journey to try to gain the NXT North American Championship, and he has been fighting whoever is in his way in order to first and foremost get a shot at that title, and then secondly, hopefully for him, be able to win it. You know, he's beaten the likes of Charlie Dempsey, and while he used interesting methods, very Dark State methods, you know, not winning fair and square, in order to win, nevertheless, he won. And now today in this match, he is looking to get another victory as he continues fighting forward towards that NXT North American title. And just before we focus on this match, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend, NXT Heatwave. Be ready because we have yet another NXT PLE ready for this weekend, and we already have one match confirmed for this weekend. That is going to be Nikita Lyons, who was able to beat Zaraya in order to earn herself a title shot against Zoruka for the Women's NXT North American Championship. So there it is. We have it set in stone at NXT Heatwave. It'll be Nikita Lyons taking on the champion, the Women's NXT North American Champion, for her championship. And let's see what other matches we are able to confirm tonight, as Wes Lee is going to be the opponent of Coulter James, another man who looks to move up the rankings and just looks to slowly aim for some gold, whether that's the NXT Heritage Championship, the North American Championship, or maybe even the NXT Championship. We'll have to see what Wes Lee is aiming for and what direction he's headed towards. But nevertheless, this is going to be a spectacular first match, as both of these guys need the victory in order to continue their goals of getting some gold on their hands. Now, do not forget, we had a lot of new faces come in last week. And, well, I'm sure we'll be able to see some of those new faces, tonight, and maybe even at NXT Heatwave. We'll have to see. As for now, we get this match underway. It is Coulter James who is starting off hot as he is able to drop Wes Lee onto the floor, now looking to deal some damage onto the left arm of Wes Lee, climbing the middle ropes. Now a huge double axe handle onto the face of Wes Lee, as now Coulter James looks to pick up Wes Lee. Coulter, as he sends Wes Lee into the corner, drops. Coulter James now was looking to use the ropes, but I don't think he had enough space to pull off whatever he was thinking about, as Coulter James stands in the corner, staring down and showing off against Wes Lee, who for now has not been able to do nothing in this match. Coulter James continues to take control and take full advantage of this match, absolutely dislocating the arm of Wes Lee, now looking for the pinfall. 1, 2. But Wes Lee is able to kick out at 2. Now, Coulter James, once again, he has lost to Charlie Dempsey by disqualification. He has also beat him as well, and while both times he insisted on using interesting, not so fair and square techniques, he is one-on-one with the former number one contender. I'm not sure if Charlie Dempsey is still the number one contender. He was on fire before facing Ricky Saints, but then he lost, and it was after that kind of started looking shaky for him. So is Culture James able to call himself at least top 5 for the contenders? Is he going to have to fight a lot more? I'm excited to see what this guy has to offer. As much as I don't agree with his values, his way of, handling things, he's an interesting superstar, very talented, and I'm excited to see what he can pull off as a ref's count gets to 5. Now 6, however, Culture James hopping in and out of the ring in order to reset the count as he now looks to send Wesley into the steel steps, and a lot of damage being done to Wesley, who is able to get up. Now both superstars back inside of the ring. Culture James, though, quickly with a huge clothesline onto Wesley. Wesley, though, gets up quickly. Now looking to maybe switch up the tempo and have him be the man with all the momentum and all the advantage in this match as he is dealing some big damage onto Culture James. Culture, who's getting up slowly. Wesley looking for a big double-faced kick. And now Culture James, who looked like he was so ahead and it just was on top, may lose this match. Pinfall. 1, 2. But a kick out of 2 from Culture James as Wesley continues his attack. He was looking horrible just moments ago and looking like he may not even do anything in this match. But he has been able to sneak himself into this. However, Culture James is not going to allow that fully. As Culture James from the middle rope, a big punch onto the face of Wesley. As Culture James, who has had a lot of the momentum in this match, does not want to let Wesley take all of that momentum back that easily. Culture James now sending Wesley into the corner. Lots of power there now. A huge double axe handle from Culture James. As Wesley slowly gets up, Culture James is waiting right there. And he slams him down. Wesley is probably knocked out cold. However, Culture James is not finished as Culture James with some big punches onto Wesley. Now sending Wesley into the corner. Wesley very weak, having to use the ropes in order to support him, in order to help him get up. And this allows Culture James to continue his attack on a very weak and broken down Wesley. Now Culture James looking to charge up and looking to finish off this match. But no, what a huge counter by Wesley, who was just out cold, I could say, but may win this match now by submission. No, Culture James able to escape that submission on now a big punch. Wesley, who was so close to just being out in this match, was able to counter that finisher from Culture James, and maybe, just maybe, he has a little left in the tank. Maybe he can pull off a huge comeback, but maybe not, as Culture James looking for the pinfall. 2, 3, and just like that, Culture James has won the match. He has beaten, and look who it is. The man who Culture James has been chasing, Ricky Saints. The NXT North American Championship is here. Excuse me, well, the championship is here, but also the champion is here, and Ricky Saints looking for a little face-off with Culture James. And there it is. Culture James is ready for that shot. And it looks like Ricky Saints is ready to give him that opportunity. And just like that, I have received the announcement. Ricky Saints goes up against Culture James for the NXT North American Championship. We have our second match for NXT Heatwave confirmed. Just like that. Now talking about confirmed matches, this lady right here, Nikita Lyons, already has a match confirmed and ready for NXT Heatwave as she was able to beat Zaraya in order to earn that match against Zoruka. And while she is looking to prepare, she is looking to just be at peak condition before her title match, as she looks to get into a match today Hopefully for her, get the easy victory. Build some momentum, some confidence just before her huge championship match. We'll have to see how it goes as Nikita Lyons will be taking on no other than the former #1 contender, Izzy Dame. Now, Nikita Lyons helped Izzy Dame be able to become the #1 contender, be able to earn that shot against Zoruka. And now that Nikita Lyons has earned that shot for herself, rather than Izzy Dame just allowing that, she has said, I'm still looking to get that championship, so Nikita Lyons, you got to get through me first. And well, nevertheless, Nikita Lyons still already has her title match this weekend, but she's looking to just shut up Izzy Dame and tell her, hey, you had your chance. Scoot over as we have Izzy Dame taking on Nikita Lyons. Nikita Lyons taking on Izzy Dame. Who's going to be able to take the victory in this match? Will Izzy Dame drop Nikita Lyons' momentum and her confidence just before her title match? Or will Nikita Lyons just be able to show up, show off, and kind of show Zoruka, hey, I'm ready to take that title away from you? And so far, that looks like what's going to happen as Nikita Lyons is starting off hot. A big attack onto the body of Izzy Dame. Now, I bet Zaraya, I bet Zoruka, I bet they're watching very closely. Hold on, Nikita Lyons may be able to win the win the match. Oh, I'm mumbling over my words, excuse me. As I was saying, though, Nikita Lyons, Izzy Dame, they have their eyes on the title. And the woman who holds the title definitely has her eyes on this match. Definitely also Zaraya, who has only been able to stop Kalani Jordan from earning a title match against Zoruka. She hasn't been the best guardian or best security guard when it comes to who faces Zoruka, to be honest. And a lot of that has to do with Nikita Lyons, who basically helped Izzy Dame get the victory by distracting Zaraya, as well as Nikita Lyons just herself being able to beat Zaraya. So, a quick question before I keep going with my point. Has Zaraya really needed to be there as the middle person between the challenger and Zoruka? Because she has failed twice already to stop challengers for aiming at Zoruka's title. You know, just a thought. But anyhow, on to what I was trying to say. Zoruka, Zaraya keeping a very close eye on this match to see if Nikita Lyons is going to be able to, you know, really give a fight this weekend, or maybe if Izzy Dame deserves a second shot. We'll have to see, as both women desperately need a victory if they want to continue aiming for that title. Nikita Lyons with a huge elbow drop, and now, what is this? Oh my days, she is back. She has returned. And she is looking to distract Nikita Lyons. Izzy Dame, will she be able to pull off the victory from here? No. Nikita Lyons was ready. And now we have some back and forth between Izzy Dame and Nikita Lyons, as Izzy Dame couldn't pull off the victory, even after some help from Shotzi, who came out and was a big distraction for Nikita Lyons. However, Nikita was ready, and she was able to still counter Izzy Dame, as now some big kicks, able to drop Izzy Dame. And maybe Shotzi wants a shot at the NXT North American title next. We'll have to see, but for now, it is going to be Nikita Lyons facing off against Zoruka. And here tonight, she is able to get past Izzy Dame even after being distracted. It is Nikita Lyons, who we will see later this week, and take on Zoruka, who gets the victory here tonight against Izzy Dame. And look what we have now. We now have Jordan Grace coming out with the mic. You already know what I'm about to say. Let's go ahead and hear her out. Stephanie Vaquer has been able to get through each and every single one of her opponents when it came to defending her NXT championship. And well, I believe that while she has beat me, I still deserve yet another chance at Jordynne Grace being interrupted. Let's hear her out. Whoa, 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 whoa. You just said it yourself. You've already had a shot. In fact, you've had a lot more than just once, yet you failed again and again and again. So how about this time you earn it? Me and you, #1 contenders match. Right here, right now. Let's do it. And look at this, just like that, Fallon Henley, Jordynne Grace, they have set a #1 contenders match on their own. I'm not sure if our GM Ava will be too pleased that superstars are making matches on their own. However, this match has begun. And according to our two superstars, Jordynne Grace and Fallon Henley, it is a #1 contenders match. Jordynne was looking to just get the quick, easy title match for this weekend by calling out Stephanie Vaquer for yet another title shot. However, Fallon Henley was like, you've had enough shots. It's time for someone else, or at least it's time for you to actually fully earn your shots rather than just calling out and getting those title matches. And that's exactly how we've ended up here. And well, I don't know. Once again, I don't know if our GM Ava will even consider the winner of this match as the #1 contender just because they made the match on their own. We'll have to see. As for now, Jordynne Grace almost seeming kind of angry with her attacks against Fallon Henley. A lot of energy, a lot of strength, and I understand you can go easy on your opponents, but it is just a different look on Jordynne Grace, who sends Fallon Henley absolutely flying out, picking her up and throwing her over the top ropes as Jordynne Grace now looking to fly. However, Fallon able to move out of the way, now attacking the left leg of Jordynne Grace, who is now picked up and is now able to counter, sending Fallon Henley into the barricades and sending her back into the barricades yet again. However, Fallon Henley looking to return some of the damage as face first, Jordynne Grace into the apron. Fallon Henley now looking to climb the ropes. However, she has not noticed that Jordynne Grace is already inside of the ring. Now able to drop her into the middle of the ring. Pinfall, but a kick out at 1 from Fallon Henley, who is trying to earn, I guess, the #1 contenders match. And okay, here it is. Just as I was speaking about it, I've got the notification. As furious and as frustrated as our GM Ava is because these superstars created their own match with its own rewards, she has gone ahead and allowed them to do it for this time and this time only. Whoever wins this match will be the #1 contender and will face Stephanie Vaquer this weekend at NXT Heatwave. So there it is. While between the women, it already felt official now. Officially for us, the fans, everyone else, it is official. The winner of this match will face off against Stephanie Vaquer at NXT Heatwave. Let's go ahead and see who will earn that shot. Will Fallon Henley be able to beat Jordynne Grace, or will Jordynne Grace earn yet another shot? Because in the last couple of PLEs, it has been a lot of Jordynne Grace for that NXT title. I do believe she's had like 3 shots already. She has failed all 3 times. And Fallon Henley believes that is enough. You know, you got to switch it up. Allow some other superstars to try to get a shot at it, especially if you fail that much. As Fallon Henley with a big DDT, able to stun Jordynne Grace, who gets up quickly though. However, Fallon Henley is now not allowing Jordynne Grace to do anything. Now just absolutely destroying the neck of Jordynne Grace. Just tearing her apart. And at the moment, Fallon Henley is looking like the favorite. However, Jordynne Grace able to counter Fallon Henley and may be able to switch things up. She may be able to pull off the victory right here, right now, just when I was saying that Fallon Henley was looking like the favorite. A huge stunner by Jordynne Grace as she now looks for the pinfall. Will she be able to pull it off? 1, 2. What a kick out at 2. Fallon Henley still has energy left in her tank, and she is able to kick out at 2. However, Jordynne Grace, so close to the victory, is not gonna let go. She is not gonna let Fallon Henley get the victory now. And well, back and forth action. As a good friend of mine says, a hockey fight has just broke out as Fallon Henley looking to get back into this match. Jordynne Grace looking to just confirm this victory. Who's going to be able to win this little back and forth, and who's going to be able to win this match? Jordynne Grace with a big clothesline onto Fallon Henley, now charging up, looking for the finisher. Will she be able to win the match? Will she become the #1 contender yet again and face off against Stephanie Vaquer this weekend? 2. Oh, no. Fallon Henley has been able to kick out at 2. Jordynne Grace has not been able to pull off the victory. She has not been able to get the win here tonight. And while she's looked good, Fallon Henley still able to kick out and out countering Jordynne Grace. Fallon Henley has switched the roles, and now she is looking to earn that ticket into facing off against Stephanie Vaquer. 1, 2. What a kick out at 2 from Jordynne Grace. What a battle. What a fight we are having here. This isn't even our main event. Jordynne Grace able to counter, able to powerbomb Fallon Henley, excuse me. What a freaking match we are having here tonight as Jordynne Grace looking to stun Fallon Henley once again. Able to do so. Absolutely dropping her, and Jordynne Grace now charges up, looking for that finisher. The same one that Fallon Henley was able to kick out from. Will she be able to pull it off for a second time? Uh-oh. Jordynne Grace is charging up another one. She saw that one wasn't enough to put Fallon Henley away. Will the second one, technically a third one, this whole match be able to be enough? Yes, it is, as a bleeding Jordynne Grace is able to get the victory and will face off against Stephanie Vaquer this weekend for the NXT Championship. What a battle we have had here tonight. Fallon Henley showing she can play around and fight with the big superstars. However, Jordynne Grace able to get the victory, and this weekend, another confirmed match. Jordynne Grace, Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's NXT Championship. However, now we move on to some tag team action as the Hardy Boys, who have been on the quest to try to earn the NXT tag titles, are back at it again. Another tag team match, looking for another victory to continue to climb up those rankings in order to become the #1 contenders, or in order to just earn a title shot. The Hardy Boys are back here on Tuesday night at NXT, and their opponents, well, it is going to be a very difficult challenge. I'll go ahead and say that, as we have TNT, Tyreek and Tyson looking to challenge the Hardy Boys and looking to maybe get the victory up against them. Yeah, that would be huge. Very big for TNT. However, obviously on paper, I do believe the Hardy Boys are by far the favorites. But hey, maybe TNT can go ahead and surprise us and pull off a huge victory and stop the Hardy Boys from continuing to move up the rankings. We'll go ahead and begin this match shortly. Let's go ahead and see who will win this match. Will it be Tyson and Tyreek? Or will it be... Oh my gosh, I completely blanked, excuse me. Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy as we get this match ready to go and underway. The referee's ready. The superstars are ready. We are ready, and we begin this match as the bell rings. Who's going to go ahead and be able to pull off the victory here tonight? As for now, it's looking like the Hardy Boys may get the victory. They are starting off hot as Matt Hardy able to do some big damage onto Tyson. Tyson, though, able to move out of the way of that leg drop from Matt Hardy. Tyson now picks up Matt and a big slam onto the body of Matt as Tyson now looking to attack Jeff Hardy, who isn't even the legal superstar. Able to do some of this, allows Matt to get a quick roll up. One. A kick out at one. But a little struggle there from Tyson, who still is on the attack now, tagging in Tyreek, who has now become the legal superstar. Matt Hardy on the team for the Hardy Boys, still the legal superstar. He has started and has now tagged in Jeff at the moment, and he may want to try to look for the tag because he is taking a lot of damage. Now it is Tyreek who is also attacking Jeff Hardy, and it looks like their strategy is attacking both of the Hardys at the same time, both the legal superstar and the non-legal, in order to just tear down and destroy both superstars mentally and physically. So by the time Jeff gets in, he's already weak, and then when Matt gets back in, he's even weaker than that. Very smart strategy, from Tyreek, and Tyson has a big slam. Now Tyreek looking for the pinfall. One. No. A little slow from the referee, but nevertheless, it is Matt Hardy who is able to kick out. He is sent into the turnbuckle, into the corner. And now Tyson and Tyreek with a little bit of a double team. However, Matt Hardy may be able to counter as he picked up, and slammed down Tyson with a huge show of strength. Oh my days. Now it is Jeff Hardy who is the legal superstar as he looks to take on Tyson, who drops with a big punch. Now pinfall. 1, 2. No. Kick out at 1. Both teams are doing a very good job of taking one another, but however, never mind. I was just about to say TNT were looking like the better team. However, a huge diamond cutter from Jeff Hardy has absolutely stunned Tyson, and now a big flip onto the body of Tyson. Jeff Hardy has just switched the momentum back into the hands of the Hardy Boys. Absolutely dropping Tyson, now looking for the pinfall. Will he be able to pull it off? 1, 2. But a kick out at 2 from Tyson. Tyreek was looking for the tag, but he is way too far to be able to even think about that at the moment. Tyson's going to have to fight and fight hard as he is able to send Jeff into the corner, now sending him outside of the ring. The tag has been made. Tyreek, a lot more fresh than Tyson at the moment, is looking to climb the top ropes. He is looking to fly. We have a big man looking to fly in a huge double X handle onto Jeff Hardy, whose arm is now being dislocated right in front of our eyes. Jeff Hardy is taking a lot of damage here on the outside of the ring, and now it looks like Tyreek is also looking to attack Matt Hardy as Jeff is now sent inside of the ring, now looking for the pinfall. However, what the hell is our referee doing? I think he was going on the outside to tell our superstars to hop back in. However, by the time they hopped back in and he was getting out, it was too late. And obviously Tyreek frustrated. I do think he says some words to the referee. And now, because of that, this has allowed Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy to take control as they may be able to pull off the victory now. Jeff Hardy picking up and dropping Tyreek. Some big damage onto the lower body of Tyreek. Let's play it like that. A big mistake from our referee there, but this match continues. We are only human after all. Tyreek able to stop Jeff Hardy and absolutely slam him down. Tyreek may still be able to pull off this victory as he picks up Jeff and drops him. And now Tyreek charging up. He is looking to finish this match once and for all, but is countered. Jeff Hardy is able to counter Tyreek. He was not fast enough though, as now Jeff is sent into the corner. And now we have Tyson, who is a legal superstar, looking to send Jeff into the other corner as he drops down, looking for the tag, not able to do so. However, Jeff Hardy with a big DDT. This match is moving quickly. We have a lot of action, a lot of countering, a lot of finishers as Tyson may be able to win the match, but no, Matt Hardy was there quickly breaking the count before anything could happen. And now, because of that, a frustrated Tyson is attacking Matt Hardy as Tyson is on the outside of the ring looking to attack Matt Hardy. However, completely forgot about Jeff, who now slams Tyson onto the apron head first. It is Jeff Hardy who hops back into the ring, now looking to fly in a big splash onto the body of Tyson as the ref's count is reset. It is now Jeff Hardy with a big kick onto Tyson, and a distracted Tyson who looked to attack Matt Hardy for breaking the count is now potentially about to lose this match as Jeff Hardy looking to fly a big splash. Will he be able to pull it off too? And just like that, the Hardy Boys have been able to pull off the victory as they are able to beat TNT. A very back and forth match. It could have gone both ways, but at the end of the day, it was a more experienced and the more loved because the fans are absolutely cheering for them. Hardy Boys, who are able to get the victory here tonight against TNT. Congratulations to Jeff and Matt Hardy. Sorry for getting your names messed up and mixed up multiple times, but however, they are able to get the victory here tonight. Well, we saw some of Dark State earlier today, and the reason that he was walking out alone is because now we have some tag team action from Dark State, as they also, like the Hardy Boys, look to move up the rankings and look to potentially earn a shot at those NXT tag titles. They've already faced off against Hank and Tank. However, they were unsuccessful when it came to actually beating them. We have Shockwing Sugars, Oris Griffin, looking to get the victory here tonight in some tag team action in order to potentially be able to earn a shot against Hank and Tank for the NXT tag team titles. Will they be able to pull the victory here tonight and continue to move up the rankings? We're gonna go ahead and have to see. Now, a quick talk. Obviously, last week we had the roster shakeup, which meant that some of our NXT's greatest stars made the big jump onto the main roster. The likes of Ethan Page, Trick Williams, Julia, Roxanne Perez. I do believe that is it. My apologies if I forget anyone. They all made the jump from NXT to the main roster. And with that, while we also brought in some new superstars, we are always looking to bring in more. That's why in the following months, we may be starting WWE Evolve. It will not be a weekly show. Something that we showcase, every once in a while, maybe once every 2-3 months, where we just showcase some of the best superstars from the indies who are looking to make that jump into NXT. So let me know if you guys like that idea, if you guys just want us to bring them straight into NXT, explain who they are and what they, where they come from, all of that, once they arrive to NXT, or if you guys like the idea of us creating like a little pre-show, which we show every once in a while, in order for you guys to start knowing these faces from the indie scene. Let me know, as now we have representing the family, Luca Crucifino, our NXT Heritage Champion, and Channing Stacks looking to team up together and take on Dark State. Obviously, we know that Dark State and Tony D'Angelo had their problems. Tony D'Angelo was able to put them away. And then while there isn't necessarily beef or a problem between the two, the family or Dark State anymore, the family still wants to get that victory. They've been able to stop Dark State once. Will they be able to pull it off again, as Oris Griffin quickly making an attack to Sugars, who starts off hot here against Channing Lorenzo, who is now sent into the corner. And it is quickly Sugars who is just staring down onto Channing Sticks and absolutely attacking him. We now have Oris Griffin, who has just set a kendo stick inside of the ring. When I talked about the Dark State way with Coulter James, this is what I'm talking about. Using weapons. Oh, pinfall. However, the referee, who was distracted with clearing the ring of the kendo stick, was not able to start counting, and this has allowed the match to continue. Maybe, just maybe, Channing Sticks could have won the match there, but because of the distraction from Oris Griffin and his weapon, as talking about Oris Griffin, him and Luca Crucifino getting at it on the outside of the ring. Because of that distraction, this match continues as, oh my days, we saw Sugars kind of hesitate when it came to flying, and we now see why, as he completely missed Channing Lorenzo. And well, please don't try this at home, because just how he dealt with the consequences of missing at home, it's bound to hurt a lot more. However, though, Sugars still able to be on the attack, as he is able to drop and kick Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Mr. Sugars looking to climb the top ropes, now a little closer. Hopefully he doesn't miss this time. He doesn't. Now looking for the pinfall. 1, 2. It almost gets the 3 counts, but no. Channing Stacks Lorenzo able to kick out just before 3, and this match continues as Sugars looking to pick up Channing Stacks Lorenzo. He sends him outside of the ring as Luca Crucifino doing a very good job of stopping Oris Griffin. However, now with the distract, never mind, as Channing Stacks Lorenzo able to stop Sugars from even touching Luca Crucifino, and the family is doing a very good job here of stopping Dark State and just completely taking control of this match. I have to say, ever since Luca Crucifino became NXT Heritage Champion, he has been looking phenomenal in this match. We are able to see just that, as he has been able to take on Oris Griffin quite easily. However, distracted, Joaquin Sugars able to attack him, as now Oris Griffin is a legal superstar. Channing Stacks Lorenzo has still not been able to tag in Luca Crucifino, but may be able to win the match here. 1. But a kick out at 1, not able to do enough in order to put this match away. Now Oris Griffin able to counter, now looking to get on the attack. Oris Griffin with a big strike onto Luca Crucifino, who, like I've said before, it was looking good up against Oris Griffin, but they're attacking my boy when he least expects it, when he's not even the legal man He's not even the legal superstar in this match at the moment. And Channing Sex Lorenzo hasn't even been able to try to even think about a tag. And it's not looking like Luca Crucifino will be tagged. That's just when, oh, never mind. Maybe Channing Sex Lorenzo may be able to pull off the tag. He is able to do so, and our NXT Heritage Champion is now in this match. Big miss. Onto the attack of Oris Griffin, who has been looking scared. A big diamond cutter by Sugars, who is now looking to attack our NXT Heritage Champion Luca Crucifino, sending him into the corner, attacking Channing Sex Lorenzo as well. And as I was saying, Oris Griffin, is he a scaredy cat? When the match started, he tagged in Sugars. Right now, Luca Crucifino went in, and he tagged in Sugars as well, as now Sugars looks for the pinfall, looking to use the ropes. But now, Luca Crucifino still able to kick out. Luca able to dodge that attack from Sugars. As now, it is, never mind. Luca Crucifino is countered and is now sent onto the ropes. Now dropped by Sugars. And now a big kick onto the chest of Luca Crucifino. Oris Griffin is stunned on the outside of the ring. Channing Sex Lorenzo, Luca Crucifino, they have both been able to stop Oris Griffin when it comes to attacking on the outside of the ring. Not this time though, as Channing Sex Lorenzo is the man who is stunned. Oris Griffin hops inside the ring. What the hell is he doing? Sugars looking to fly. We saw him miss his jump earlier. He decides to get off, and now he misses his punch. This team is a joke. Luca Crucifino, Channing Sex Lorenzo are miles ahead of Dark State. I said it. I don't care if they attack me. This team is all about taking shortcuts and cheats. They do not have the skills or talents to genuinely win matches. As Sugars now attacks Channing Sex Lorenzo and makes sure that Luca Crucifino has no one to tag to. As now Sugars looking to finish off Luca Crucifino. And he may be able to pull it off as he looks for the pinfall. 1, 2. No. A kick out at 2 by Luca Crucifino, who was just about to lose, but he is able to kick out at the very last second. Our NXT Heritage Champion is a freaking beast. Shocking Sugars looking to fly, looking to stop Luca Crucifino. No, as Channing Sex Lorenzo is now the official man. A big, he misses his hit onto Sugars, and now Sugars taking advantage of that slip from Channing Sex Lorenzo as he attacks him. It is Shocking Sugars looking to fly and looking to finish this match once and for all. Will he be able to do so? Pinfall 1. Luca Crucifino just took some big damage, and he's still able to get up and break the tag. What a freaking legend. But this may still not be enough, as Luca Crucifino is knocked out cold. I don't think he has anything left inside of him to even think about. Luca Crucifino able to counter that. However, Oris Griffin was right behind him, now attacking Luca Crucifino. Channing Sex Lorenzo may have been able to catch his breath right there as he is able to counter Mr. Sugars. Now a big drop onto the face of Sugars. And now the tides are turning. The family may be able to get the victory here. No, as Oris Griffin was able to stun Luca Crucifino on the outside of the ring. And now Shocking Sugars may be able to finish this match as a big forearm onto the back of the head of of Channing Sex Lorenzo. And just like that, Dark State taking shortcuts, cheap shots, and attacking where you're not supposed to. They have been able to beat Luca Crucifino and Channing Sex Lorenzo. Able to get a victory here tonight as they continue to try to aim for those NXT Tag Championships. Now, before we put full focus on our next match and our main event, let's go ahead and talk about what just happened in our last two matches. Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Boys were able to win their tag team match. We have Dark State, Oris Griffin, and Shocking Sugars able to win their match. Now, both of these tag teams have been on a roll, and because of that, our GM Ava has just confirmed a number one contenders match for this weekend. We have the Hardy Boys taking on Dark State for the number one contenders match. Winner will face off against Hank and Tank on the following NXT Tuesday. That would be next week. So whoever's able to win on Sunday has Monday off and then back at it on Tuesday. Another confirmed match. We have Zoruga versus Nikita Lyons, Ricky Saints versus Culture James, and Hardy Boys against Dark State. A lot of Dark State action this weekend. But I'm excited for that, right? I'm ready to see who becomes the number one contender. Will the experienced Hardy Boys be able to get the victory against the cheating, short-cutting Dark State, or will Dark State's dirty tricks be enough to beat the Hardy Boys? We'll have to see. For now, we focus on our main event as we had Katana, who distracted Thea Hale and cost her match. Before this, Thea Hale was on a roll, but then this distraction, which came out of nowhere, kind of stopped her, and rather than Thea Hale just letting it slide, she went to our GM Ava and said, give me a match against her. I'ma beat her, and I'ma continue being on fire. And that's exactly how we've gotten this main event. We don't know why Katana has decided to even get involved in Thea Hale's match against Izzy Dame. We're not sure why. We're not sure if we'll ever know why. But we don't need answers, because everything will be solved here tonight. Will Thea Hale be able to beat Katana Chance here in our main event of the night? NXT Tuesday night, Thea Hale versus Katana Chance. Do not forget, this weekend, Sunday, NXT Heatwave. We've already confirmed a couple of our matches, and something tells me we have space for one more. We've already confirmed Ricky Saints versus Culture James for the NXT North American Championship. We have confirmed Zoruka versus Nikita Lyons for the NXT Women's North American Championship. We have Stephanie Vaquer versus Jordan Grace for the NXT Women's Championship. And we have the Hardy Boys against Dark State for the number one contenders match. Winner will face off against Hank and Tank next week on NXT. And we have space for one more. Think about it. We have one title. Well, technically two, but one title. One big title who is missing. We'll go ahead and see if we are able to confirm any matches for that, as now we take full focus on this match. Thea Hale with some big hits, some big damage onto Katana Chance. I bet as much as Thea Hale is a very kind woman. Oh, hold on, looking for the pinfall. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. As much as Thea Hale is such a kind soul, such an amazing woman, I speak to her a lot outside of the show, and she is just such a sweetheart. I bet you right now, she doesn't care about being kind. When you distract someone from their match, you got to deal with the consequences, and that is a full aggression, determined, frustrated, and angry Thea Hale, who at the moment is just tearing down and destroying Katana Chance. As a big elbow onto the face of Katana. Now some big kicks as Kaden trying to hype up the crowd in order to help her tag teammate, not able to do so, as the crowd is all behind Thea Hale, who almost got the victory right there. However, Katana may be able to counter as she's able to escape her little bit of being attacked and now looking to be on the attack. However, Thea Hale, never mind. It is Katana with a big stunner onto Thea Hale. Able to counter in a big attack. Now a big kick onto Thea Hale. We have Katana now looking to fly in a big drop onto Thea Hale. Everything has switched quickly. It looked like Hayden would try to hype up the crowd, instead hype up her tag team partner. And maybe that's what she was trying to do all along, is now Katana with a big DDT is now looking like the favorites. I was talking about Thea Hale and this and that, but don't forget about Katana, who may be able to put the match away if she looks for the pinfall. No, she wants to continue damage, and this allows Thea Hale to counter. Now dropping Katana. Now looking for the pinfall. Thea Hale may be able to win two. But a kick out at two from Katana Chance. Thea Hale able to stop her momentum in her attack though, as Thea Hale now looks to be the woman and the superstar on the attack. Thea Hale sending Katana into the corner, a big elbow. Now Thea Hale looking for some big kicks, able to pull it off, kick after kick. And now Thea Hale stomping on the arm, kicking her head, stomping on the arm, and now climbing the top rope as Thea Hale is looking to fly with a big splash onto the body of Katana Chance. Now picking her up. And what is Thea Hale gonna look to do? Oh, we're gonna have to wait to find out. As for now, we have some back and forth action between Thea Hale, Katana Chance. Who's gonna win this little back and forth, and who's gonna win this match, as Thea Hale throwing a lot of anger with those punches, behind those punches. However, it is Katana Chance who was able to win this little back and forth and may be able to pull off the victory here against Thea Hale, able to pick her up and slam her. Thea Hale having to use the ropes in order to support her up, and she is now sent on the outside of the ring. Katana Chance just staring down Thea Hale. I said at the beginning of the match, we didn't need answers to why she did, but as this match moves on and continues forward, I am getting a lot more curious to why, as a huge stun onto the body of Thea Hale from the outside of the ring, as Thea Hale still able to counter Katana, who is sent into the lower part of the barricade. Thea Hale now stepping in and outside of the ring in order to reset the count. Now sending her flying onto the floor. But yeah, as I was saying, the more this match goes on, the more I am questioning why Katana decided to go out there. Is it just simply helping Izzy Dame, or does she have something against Thea Hale, who is now sending Katana into the apron and resetting the count? She probably could have won the match there, but no. Thea Hale wants to win this match inside of the ring by pinfall or by submission, as now a huge stun onto Katana Chance, who has just not been at her A game. While she's had her moments, she's had her little bits and pieces here and there. At the end of the day, it has been all Thea Hale, who now charges up and looks to put this match away, looking for the submission hold on the outside of the ring. Will she be able to pull it off? No, as Katana Chance quickly able to escape that submission hold. Able to counter both women now. Hopping inside of the ring as Thea Hale, though, looking to finish this match. Katana was looking to show off. Thea Hale looking to take this opportunity as an advantage, looking to finish this match once and for all. She looks for the submission hold. Will Katana tap out? And she has, as Thea Hale has been able to beat this woman who distracted her and costed her a match. But now Thea Hale has returned that loss back to Katana, as Thea Hale in our main event has been able to get the victory against Katana Chance. Congratulations to Thea Hale. And we're not done there because, like I said, we have one more spot for NXT Heatwave, and it looks like Obafemi wants to take that spot. So let's go ahead and hear out the ruler, Obafemi. I have taken out every man who has tried to challenge me for my NXT championship. And while I consider that there is no #1 contender, I still want a match this week, and therefore I am hosting an open challenge to whoever wants to come and face me for my title. And look at that, just before we close off the night at NXT Heatwave, it is confirmed, Obafemi, open challenge. Who will step up to the plates? Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll have to wait and see.